Hello everyone, it's Shanna. So glad you're here today. Now I have been wanting to work with this Cat Scrappiness Pour Yourself a Latte stamp and die set and the Got Coffee die for a while, and now seems like a perfect time to work with it, and I'll tell you why. I participated in one of Lynn's LV Crafty Friend videos, and I actually won a membership for the month to her YouTube channel. And as part of that membership, I was able to have access to her mini One Sheet Wonder design sketch. So I'm going to be working with that along with this stamp set that Lynn actually had a hand in designing. She somehow worked with their designers and came up with this design. And so this video is going to have Lynn's, I guess, hand all over it, with the fact that I'm using her sketches and I'm using her stamp set. So I'm going to try something a little bit different with it, and I'm hoping it'll work. I was thinking, I've seen a lot of them where they've just, colored the cup or whatever, and I'm going to try and stamp on some of this paper. And this paper is also from Cat Scrappiness. It is Quokka Coffee, and it's a 6x6 double-sided paper. And then she recommends that you use double-sided paper, but I don't necessarily need that for the stamping portion that I'm going to do. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, this kind of looks like a coffee cup that I would have at my house. So I was thinking that I would try, and it's got a pretty good sheen to it, so I'm not sure how well it'll stamp up and dry. But I was thinking what I would like to do is just take the coffee cup and stamp it on here and use this for my design on my coffee cup rather than coloring it or, that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pick it up. I'm going to pull my paper up. Oh, I was looking for my other magnet. I usually use a couple magnets. And I'll just push this down and get it into place. I'm going to grab my ink. I'm just going to use this Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and we'll see. I hope it'll hold it. I'm not sure if it will or not, but we'll go ahead and give it a shot. And I have not used this yet at all, so I probably need to kind of run my fingers over it a little bit. And let's just ink it up and see what happens. I think if I can get away without touching it and then allowing it to dry, it might work. So we may have to work around. And I hope it works, because I've got another idea too. So I'm just going to make sure I'm in the corner there and just bring in my pressing tool. Has a little piece of foam on it. And just give it a real light press. Don't want to press too hard because it's kind of a fine print. Oh, that stamped beautifully. That really, really did. Okay. So I'm going to pull this out, lay it aside, and let it dry. I'm going to bring in another piece of my paper that I've kind of cut down a little bit, and I'm going to do it again. And hopefully I've got it in a position, yep, I do, to where I can do that. Gosh, I didn't even have to stamp that twice, so that's fun. So we'll just ink this one up. This mini One Sheet Wonder enables you to create 3 cards. So I'm going to have 3 coffee cups when it's all said and done, I think. And these are kind of large for them, but I think I can make it work. So we'll just stamp this down. And I think that looks fun as well. Okay. So I'm going to lay that aside. Then I'm just going to bring in some of my Hammer Mill cardstock for the third one. And we might color this one up. Whoops. So let's go ahead and get it stamped down. We'll go with that. Now, I also want to bring in this decorative element to my cup. So I'm just gonna kind of get it ready and conditioned. And I think it'll probably, I can probably set like right there on it, I believe. Bring in some water and clean off my stamp real quick. It's a pretty good size stamp. Give it a little tug and get it off of there. Okay, we'll get that laid back over. Now let's just pick this one up. And hopefully I've got it positioned on there well. Just looking to see. It's a pretty tight fit. So we'll see. First time using, so we've got a margin for error there. Just lay that back down. Oops, maybe a little bit more right there. Let's see how this does. This stamps beautifully. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Look at that. That is so cute. That's going to be fun. Okay, so let's get the Misty aside. And I think I'm going to bring together my card bases, and then we'll bring our other elements in. I'm going to have to also stamp out my coffee, so I'll have to do that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and bring my card bases together, and then we'll come back and work on our other elements. So I've already prepared 3 bases and just top folding, and I've prepared them for my panels, and I'm using my Cat Scrappiness bone folder, which is really nice. I haven't had a Teflon bone folder before, so it's nice to have that. And I'm just going to bring my panels in. Now this first one, I'm just bringing in some teal, and that one's got a little mark on it. I think I'm going to emboss this folder. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just embossed this panel here. Just going to emboss it, and we'll use that. I think that'll be nice. And I think for just quick, we'll just use my tape runner. And we'll get this laid down on our card. There we go. And then we've layered up. These are the cutting pieces from the Mini One Sheet Wonder. And like I said, you have to be a member to access them, so I'm not going to give dimensions or anything like that. So just get this laid down on here. And I'm going to take and cut this off the back. Figure out what I did with my scissors. I'll just grab these. Just snip that off the bottom. That'll be good. That's going to go over here. This is going to be kind of a tone-on-tone type thing. And then we're going to bring this one in as well. And I've kind of varied the sizes that I did my layered panel, just to make them a little bit different. They're not all the same. I just kind of varied the backer panel. So that's going to lay on there, something like that. And then we have this that we can add a little color with. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to put it on brown as well, just to kind of give it a good border. It's not a very big piece. Just get it laid down on there. And I'm just going to eyeball it. And probably just banner it up. And I need to get a die or a punch or something for banners because I am not the world's best banner cutter. I think that could work though. Okay, so we've got that. Let's go ahead and just get it together. Let's just do it. Oh, I have a little bit of an edge there. Oh, maybe. I'll get it right in a minute. Oh, that's pretty close there. I got that laid down, so let's just get this laid down. Decide how I want to do that. Looks a little crooked. I don't think it'll matter when we get our cup on there. Get that laid down. Okay. So I'm not sure how this is all going to work. I think we're in a good position that we can probably die cut this out now. So I'm going to work on that. Looks cute. I like it. I like it with I need to straighten that up a little bit with that polka dot pattern in there. I think it looks really cute. So the next thing I need to do is bring in my steam for my mug of coffee or latte. And I've got some foam tape on the back of it so that I can pop it up. Excuse me. And I'm going to get it laid down on there. I realize I need to double up. I've got that coffee cup on top of those layers, and then I also layered the coffee cup up, so I'm going to need to layer this up a little bit more and get it laid down on my mug of coffee. I actually took the double and went all the way down the steam, but I actually needed to pull some off the part that lays on the coffee cup, and I do get that pulled off so that it'll lay flat. And then next, I'm just going to bring in the cinnamon got coffee, and I decided I've got a lot of brown on there, and I decided that I was not going to put it on its shadow backing. I've got my pick and stick tool out there from Cat Scrappiness to get the centers out, and then I realized they had just fallen out, so that die cut beautifully. And I'm just going to bring in my question mark, and I'm looking for my tittle, which you know how easy it is to lose those. And so then I've got to go and grab one really quickly. So I just ran through my die cutting machine real quick and grabbed another one. And then I'm going to get this laid down on my card, and that will pretty much finish off this card. And I loved how this got coffee was all connected together. I really like it when they actually connect them. The only thing that you have to add is the exclamation point. And I was happy for that because I love when they're all connected and you don't have to try and get them back in the exact position they should go in. So this is nice. So I'm just getting my Barely Art glue on there, and I'm just going to get this laid down on the card. Whoops. And you can see I'm using my new tweezers, my rainbow tweezers that have that iridescent shine to them. And those are from Cat Scrappiness as well. I just consider my tweezers just like an extra set of hands because it just helps you to manage, you know, all these tiny little things. So I just love them. And then I'm going to get that little dot to my exclamation point laid down on there. I'm going to use my pick and stick tool for that. Just get it laid down on there. Cleaning up any excess glue that is left on that. And that pretty much finishes off my card. I hope you like it. I did make this card, and then I did do the other two that went along with a mini one sheet wonder. And I used pattern paper for the striped coffee cup, and then for the blue coffee cup I just colored it in. And I kind of changed the variation of the panels on each card. For this one I put the strip at the bottom and then just put the panel at the top and just tried to make it look a little different. And then on the other two I flipped the panel on the side from one side to the other, and then I twisted the panel as well. So I like how they turned out. It was a lot of fun. It's always fun to have a sketch to go off of so that you don't have to make up your own. Thanks for watching and have a great day.